So I've had questions and comments from a lot of folks that are interested in moving up to a DSLR from a point and shoot for better low light capabilities, and a DSLR is certainly going to give you that. It's going to outperform in low light a point and shoot 10 times out of 10. And the reason why I think a lot of folks are saying this is because they really don't like the look of flashed pictures. Pictures where the flash pops up and shoots straight into your subject's face. You can see that the pop-up flash does not get very far from the axis of the lens. That's how you get red eye. That's how you get that flashed look where the skin tones are kind of whitish and bright. The latest DSLRs do a really nice job of exposing for flash photography. So they do better, but they don't do great. And there is one easy fix, I didn't say free or cheap, but easy fix for getting much better flash photography pictures from your DSLR. And it does involve adding something like an external flash. So right here, I have this little 320EX from Canon. This is an older flash that they make, still very good. And it just slides into the flash hot shoe. And it locks into place so it doesn't slide back out, a little lock on the back. What makes these much better than internal flash, you can see, one, it's higher up, but two, this isn't the only direction that you're able to point this flash. The whole top of the head rotates. Rotates all the way that way, and it rotates all the way backwards that way, so you can blind yourself while you take a picture. It's not what you want to do, but it's actually not far from what you want to do. Inside, you can get great flash photography photos of your subjects if you angle it back and up at about 45 degrees. What this does is the flash fires, hits the wall and or ceiling behind you, spreads out, filling the room with nice bright light. The result is your subjects that you're taking pictures of do not have a direct flashed look to them. And it can help a lot. You can also use it this way when you're outside. This flash has a lot more power than this, and so you can shoot somebody backlit to the sun, light them enough, but still get the interesting sky behind them. A lot of beginners are told to point your subjects towards the sun to get nice light on them, but you know what that does? It makes everybody squint, and pictures of people squinting are not good pictures. So you want them to be the sun to hit it in your back, what we call backlit, fire the flash doesn't make them squint, and the T4i and the T3i very nicely allow you to control this external flash. This one's got some switches on the back, but it very nicely allows you to control your external flash through the touch screen or the T3i through the screen itself. Very handy. A couple other nice features about this flash, there's other ones. The 430EX, it's a little bit bigger, you can see. It throws a little bit more light. This is actually the EX. There's an EX2 now, which is a little bit better. I've had this forever. There's the 600s, which are the brand new. You can see that these are a good bit larger. These are about the same price as the T4i body only. Well, a little bit less. They're about $600 per piece right now. Really, really nice flashes. A lot of power, a lot of recycle time, built-in wireless technology. I'll talk briefly about that in a minute. And there's 580s too. You don't need all of that unless you're going to start taking pictures in a kind of professional setting where you need all that light. Family photos, even family reunions, a little 320 is going to work just fine for you. A couple other nice features about this flash. One, it has an LED light on the back, on the front. Let me get it to wake up. And you can use that when you are doing a little bit of video work. It's not a lot of light, but it does add a little bit of light to your subjects, and that's one way that you can use it. You can also use it when you're lost in the dark as a flashlight. I think the runtime of this little LED with 4 AA batteries in there is pretty impressively long. And there's just a little button on the back to turn that on and off. The other thing that's kind of neat about this flash that none of the other flashes, even the much more expensive ones, have, is that this also has a remote. that will make your camera take a picture. I don't know if my finger's in the way right now, or actually I don't even have it on, so it's not going to. But you know, you bring this flash along with you, you bring this camera along with you, and you're out someplace and you want to take a group photo, then you can just point this at your camera, and let's make sure there it goes. You can hear that? You just push this little button on the side of the flash. It's quite handy. So 3-in-1 tool here: a flash, a remote, a little LED light for video work. Another neat thing is that the T4i and the T3i do have flash control modes built in, which means that you don't even actually have to attach this flash to the camera. You can have this flash over here, you can have your camera over here. The pop-up flash will come up, it will flash, but it's not a light that does anything to your exposure. It's not a light that the picture's going to pick up. It's only a light to communicate to this to fire. And that is why, one of the reasons why I lean towards the Canon entry-level cameras over the Nikons. The entry-level Nikons don't have that ability. And you pick up one external flash and you can really change the look and feel of your photos in a nice way. Basically, the further you can get your flash from the camera, usually, there's a little bit of generalizations here, but usually the better the photos will look. Now, if you're not really doing any photo work at all, I've talked about this before, you're just doing video, there is this. It's only $25. This, I'll put a link down below as well. It is a dimmable LED panel. And it's starting to get a little dark on me, so I can throw a little light on it. It's got different color inserts to match daylight or tungsten and things of that sort. As I said, it's only 25 bucks. It too fits in your flash hot shoe. It just sits up there, looks a little goofy up there. And it locks in as well. But if you're doing a lot of video work, this will work. It's definitely budget, $25, but I've used it a couple times now, and I've been really impressed with the amount of light that it is capable of throwing. So, I will have all of these links down below, and if you have questions about the flash, Canon T4i and off-camera flash, or LED light panels, please leave a comment or find me on Facebook and ask a question. I'm here to help you figure out how to take better photos. A lot of you are buying these wonderful cameras, you're putting them on the green A, and you definitely are going to get better pictures in a point and shoot, but by learning a little bit more, by adding some other tools, you can get photos that just look amazing. So, with a little bit of work, that's where I want you to be soon. Thank you for watching, and if you haven't already, please subscribe.
Let's look at 3 quick examples. Here is the onboard flash pointed directly at me. Notice nasty red eye. Now we're using the 320 flash, but still pointed directly at me. Better because it's off the axis of the lens, but still not great. And the final picture is here, and this is the 320 pointed backwards and angled up, and you can see no red eye. The light is up in the corner of the eye, which is what you want, and even skin tones. Here are a couple examples of using the LED light. So this is just the ambient light, the light that was in the kitchen at the time I was filming this. Now here is with the 320 on, and you can see that it shows a great amount of light for a small situation like that. Bigger room, it's not going to be great. Here's the LED light panel at about 25% power. Now I'm slowly ramping it up about 50%, and you can see that this is going to be much more useful in a big room because it can throw out a lot more light. Thanks for watching.